Astralis are your ESL Pro League Season 7 Finals champions, and of course we're going to be finishing up with the MVP interview, first MVP for dupreeh. I mean, first of all, how did that feel? First MVP in your career, at least from HLTV?
Well, it's something I've been fighting for a long time. It's been like a personal fight for myself. Obviously, it's not something I don't try to compete within my team, saying like I need the MVP in front of the vice or matches or anything. But like, it's been like a personal achievement I've wanting to have for a long time. So I'm super happy to have it finally.
Right. Now the grand final after the first map, obviously a lot of people thought it was going to be a big blowout, but it really wasn't. There were a lot of the next few maps were all quite close. So talk me through that a little bit at least. How was that from your point of view?
First of all, like we knew they were going to pick us too because they won both their matchups in this tournament, and we went through their demos and stuff like that yesterday, and they didn't really seem to have anything special, so we knew that we were going to win that one actually. Not saying that they're not good on those two, but we were really confident going into that. We knew a lot how they would approach the map and all the things they were going to do. So yeah, we won. I think they just didn't show up. I mean, we just hit all of the shots and they didn't, and that's just how Counter-Strike is sometimes. Nuke was another story. We got off to a somewhat shaky start on Nuke, and I think we came back like, pretty well, and we lost some stupid situations at CT, but in the end we decided to come back. They played a lot better on Nuke than we expected actually. We faced them in the group stage as well, where they played well, but we didn't expect them to do this much better. So that was a really close one. Mirage is just Mirage, I guess. Like they're super good at Mirage, and we're still trying to find out how we want to play it fully. So I think they deserve to win that one. And same thing with Inferno. They're super good on Inferno, and yeah.
I mean, you guys definitely must have been pretty confident at CT, considering how just dominant you've been on the CT side. So I imagine like going over with 5 rounds was still kind of acceptable for you guys, right?
Yeah, especially we really wanted to pitch around, obviously, but we didn't. So we won the second one, the second round instead. And from there on, we just knew that we had a really good CT side, and we knew what to expect from them again on the terrorist side. From there on, it was just like one round at a time and just grind it out, and that's what we did. So, and we're just really happy that we managed to pull ourselves together and hold them, lock them down. So, yeah.
You've all been putting in pretty insane numbers across the board. Really, all 5 players have been stepping up so much. Is this really down to everybody kind of feeling at their peaks, or is this down to kind of the whole team coming together? What do you think about that?
It's a mix of a lot of things. Obviously, it's because everyone is playing good in the team, but also the way we approach with like the game, like before the games, and how our mindset is before the games. We've worked a lot on that. As a team, like we just try to get everyone in their comfort zones. Like everyone is playing the role they want to, and everyone is doing great in that way. So I think it just comes down to that we obviously play good as individuals, because you need that to win tournaments. And as a team, like we just have so much drilled in for now. Like we just know where we have each other, and we avoid a lot on our communication. I think that's also where we excel in. Apart, like if we have to look at other teams, I think we excel a lot in communication. So I think that's one of our secret assets.
Now, I mean, asking about goals is really just winning more events, right? But I mean, you must be eyeing that Grand Slam trophy or whatever you actually get besides the $1 million. 2 out of 3 out of the last 3, really. So, and you still have 2 more coming up. Basically later this kind of half a year next month. So yeah, that's definitely your next goal, right?
Obviously, it's something we fight for it, but it's not like Alpha Omega. If we don't get it, that's not the thing. Like we just want to play good Counter-Strike. That's basically the thing. We want to be the best team in the world. I think we have segmented that. We are the best team right now.
Sure. 100%.
And I'd say that, you know, obviously we want to win it, and I think we're fighting with FaZe to get it, and beating them here, denying that title since they won in Sydney was good. But yeah, I mean, like it's not Alpha Omega. We just want to play good CS.
Sure. Now, I mean, now that you've touched on the revenge against FaZe, how did that feel? That was such a one-sided series, really.
Yeah, it's again Counter-Strike in a nutshell. One team shows up, the other one doesn't. It was very. I felt as an entry fragger, I felt like Guardian was off. It matters a lot in my role because I'm not going to run into the AWP all the time. He didn't have the economy for it, and he just didn't have the confidence to go for all the peaks he usually does, and he doesn't hit all the shots he usually does. So that means a lot for me, especially on Inferno. I had some really good openings there. I mean, that's how it is when we play against FaZe. Like, if both teams shows up, we have really close matchups as we have in Sydney. If one team doesn't show up, then with any other team, you're gonna stomp them. I mean, it's nothing wrong with the FaZe players. They're all really good individual players and a good team. So it's a rivalry that's gonna continue, I think. So I'm just looking forward for the next matchup.
All right. Congratulations once again. Thank you very much for the interview. Any last words or shout-outs or anything you'd like to say to the community, to the fans?
Well, just a big shout-out to all of our fans supporting us from home and across the world. This means a lot to us. Obviously, thanks to all of our sponsors for making this possible for us, and I just want to thank my teammates for helping me to achieve my first MVP medal.
Now that's with that we're concluding our ESL Pro League Season 7 Finals coverage. Stay tuned. We've got plenty of tournaments coming up, so stay tuned to HLTV.org.